High fives. High five. School zone class. This is the 5-year-old class, but you know, I'm not sure if everybody is already 5, and you might be 4. But I know a song that Miss Kathleen will be surprised, I think. Then when I tell this class we're going to sing a song by Miss Jo, I'm quite sure it's from Miss Jo, and it's like, 5, now you're 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You used to be 4, but not anymore. So, you're in the 5-year-old class, junior kindergarten. Maybe you're waiting to be 5, and that's awesome. And I'm glad to be here with you today. And so, today we are going to talk about ocean animals, in particular the turtle and the manatee. So, these are both written by Suzanne Tate, and she writes books about nature. And so, here is the cover and the title. The name of the book is Tammy Turtle, a tale, that means a story, of saving sea turtles. Well, this is going to be really cool, and I hope maybe you can tell your family a little bit about what we're going to talk about today. All right, let's turn to the first story page. All right. Right here. One dark night, Tammy Turtle hatched from an egg in a sandy nest. Can you see the nest? There are 100 brothers and sisters in the nest. They hatched that night too. That's a lot of little ones. Tammy and the other turtle hatchlings were tiny. They needed help. But helpful humans, people, had found the eggs 55 days earlier and had checked on the eggs every day. And they're there to watch over the little loggerheads as they hatched. We should be heading for the sea, Tammy said to Tessie, her newly hatched sister. Yes, said Tessie, something tells me that hungry animals are all around us. Look, here's one of the helpers. But the baby turtles did not need to worry. The helpful humans guarded them and kept the little ones safe from raccoons and ghost crabs. Ooh, look at there, those are loggerheads. Suddenly, the nest began to boil, it says. Well, the little turtles just kept coming out and sprang into action. Look, they're headed right for the ocean. The water glowed and showed the little turtles where to go. Tammy and Tessie and their brothers and sisters hurried to the ocean water. Here we go, cried Tammy as they slid into the sea. Ooh, look at those waves. Waves washed over the turtles and turned them upside down. The sea was a wild place. Hungry animals were there too. But every tiny turtle knew that it needed to go to deeper water and go fast. They all knew it without any grown-up turtle to tell them. That's nature telling them what to do, Mother Nature. Nature had given them energy to get away from their enemies. For earlier, each tiny turtle had absorbed yolk from its egg, and that gave them enough food to last 3 to 5 days. The tiny turtles did not stop for anything. They swam as fast as they could until they came to the Gulf Stream. Whew, I bet that was a long way. The water was warm in the Gulf Stream and full of sea life. A plant called sargassum weed floated. Can you see that? Oh, we can hide in this seaweed, said Tammy. And look for good things to eat, added Tessie. The little turtles did find plenty of food in the Gulf Stream. Later, they drifted apart, and each one swam and ate and grew larger. Things are moving along. Several years went by, and Tammy Turtle became big and strong. One day, Tammy was looking for food, and she saw one of her favorite foods, jellyfish. Oh, I will gulp that down at once, thought Tammy, and she grabbed it with her big beak. But oh no, it was not a jellyfish. It was a plastic bag left by careless humans. Oh, Tammy Turtle felt sick after eating it. She could not even swim well. Waves tossed little Tammy and washed her ashore. But again, look, helpers, helpful humans were there. They found Tammy, and they said, maybe we can save this sea turtle. We will take her to a place where she can rest and get well. Oh, aren't you glad for helpers? So they took Tammy Turtle to a science center and put her into a large tank of water and took care of her every day. Soon Tammy was well enough to go back to the sea. They put a turtle tag on one flipper, and that would tell humans about her if they found her again. Well, she's been through a lot, hasn't she? Then they took Tammy to the beach. A man came with a camera, and he put Tammy Turtle on TV, and a crowd of people came to wish her well. And Tammy thought, humans really do care about me, but it's time to say goodbye, and she crawled into the sea. Time passed, and Tammy became a fully grown mother turtle. One dark night, she crawled ashore. She came up on the beach to lay her eggs in a sandy nest. Soon, another turtle slowly dragged herself out of the water. Tessie, is that you? Cried Tammy. I've come to lay my eggs too, answered Tessie. It was most amazing. Tammy and Tessie had come back near the beach where they were born to lay their eggs. I think we're getting near the end, don't you? Healthy humans came to the beach again and quietly watched the mother turtles. The big loggerheads dug deep nests in the sand with their back flippers. Tammy and Tessie acted as if they were in a daze. They did not even notice the humans at all. The turtles quietly laid their eggs and then, using their flippers, covered the eggs with sand. Oh, they're good mothers, aren't they? Last page. When Tammy and Tessie were finished, they slowly crawled to the water. They never looked back at the nest, but they did swim away in the sea, just like their mother had done years before. And that's a true story. I mean, it's like a very true story that could have happened, but we got to name our turtles today. All right, now, you're really big if you can sit still for another story about a manatee. A manatee is sometimes called a sea cow, and a manatee lives in the water, in the ocean. And we have a manatee named Mary. Mary Manatee was a sea cow. She weighed over 1,000 pounds, but she was shy. She was just a gentle giant. She wouldn't hurt anything. Mary Manatee was hungry all the time. Humans called her an eating machine. Every day, Mary merrily munched a bunch of plants for lunch. Floating plants grew in the waterways where Mary lived. She would grab them with her bristly lips. She looks like she's got whiskers. Mary Manatee moved slowly in the water. She was propelled by her broad, round tail, and she had to come up for air just like humans. and anyone could see in the water, all anyone could see in the water was the tip of her little nose. One day, Mary gave birth to a big baby. He weighed 65 pounds. His name was Mikey. Like his mother, Mikey Manatee had a hairy face with bristly lips. Mikey Manatee stayed close by his mother's side. She was his teacher, and he stayed close to her. When he was just a newborn calf, Mary taught him to come up for air. See, that's what they're doing. She's teaching Mikey. Mary Manatee squeaked and squealed much of the time. She wanted to let Mikey know where she was. And Mikey was a good baby. He would answer his mother with chirps and squeals. There were no enemies to fear in the waterways, but Mary Manatee worried about boats. Boats went up and down the waterways. It was getting very crowded there. "Look out for that boat," Mary would squeal to Mikey, and Mikey would swim close to her side. But as Mikey got older, he was more playful and daring. One day a boat came by. A little girl was riding in it, and she saw Mikey, and she waved to him. "I'll follow that boat," thought Mikey. He wanted to be friendly. The boat pulled up to a dock, and the little girl jumped out. She said, "Hi there, Hairy Mouth Harry." Mikey was happy. He had a new friend. Let's see what happens. But Mary Manatee was not happy. She did not want Mikey near that boat. The propeller could hurt him. Come back," she squealed. "I wish I could stay," chirped Mikey, but he did what his mother said. That was good. He swam back to her side. As the days went by, Mikey began to swim farther away from his mother. One day, he swam near a canal gate in the waterway. The gate was open to let a boat pass through. Wonder what's going to happen. "Maybe my new little friend is in that boat," thought Mikey, and he followed the boat through the gate. But he did not see the little girl, and the gate closed behind him. Oh, now he cannot swim back to his mother. Ooh, we need to listen to our mother, do we? Mikey was frightened. He sent out squeals and squeaks. Mama Manatee had good ears, and she heard him, and she squealed and squeaked too. Humans who watched the gate heard the squealing. "Oh, we will open the gate for that mother and her calf," they said. Oh, aren't you glad for the people in our story today that helped Mary? When the gate opened, Mikey swam quickly to his mother's side. He was so happy he did a barrel roll and a somersault. Mary was feeling thankful for helpful humans. "You suit this manatee to a T," she thought. "We need more of you." So Mary and Mikey swam merrily away in the waterway, and they were safe and happy again. Thank you for listening to 2 good stories today. I'll see you all the next time. Have a happy day.